Hello, everyone. Welcome, 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 guys. We'll get started shortly here. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. This is our beginners class, welcome, everyone. Hey, Amy. Welcome, Amy. Welcome. We'll get started shortly. Hey, Corey. Welcome, Corey. Welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly. It's our beginners class. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. We'll get started shortly, guys. This is our beginners class, Hey, Andre, welcome, Andre. We'll get started shortly.
Evening, David.
Hey, Kawisi, welcome. Good evening, welcome. Hey, Gerald, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. This is our beginners class,
Hey, David.
Hello. Hey, Gerald, welcome. Guys, we'll get started shortly here. So our beginners class, so if you guys have just no experience at all trading, 2 weeks, or even a few years and still trying to figure things out, we'll get started shortly. We'll get started shortly. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys. Okay. I want to go ahead and I want to do something a bit different this evening. Guys, for those of you who are here for the first time, my name is David Stevenson. I've been trading for about over 25 years. About 2010, started training traders and developing trading systems. All right. Our company is called Monster Trading Systems. All right. We do these classes every evening, Sundays through Thursdays and every other Friday. All right. This beginners class is a good class. I recommend you guys keep coming to it. All right. And come to the other classes too. Some of the other classes might be advanced, right? We over forex, stocks, and then how to use trading systems. All right. So come on. I mean, like I said, every evening we do these classes here. Okay, so it's a great resource for you guys. All right. Um, there's some basic tools I want to give you guys, and then I want to open up the floor this evening, and we'll look at some charts as we move forward. All right. I want to spend some time this evening in the markets live. Normally we just go through some concepts, but I really want to get some information out to you guys as far as the markets and how they work. The first thing I'm going to recommend, and we do this every single time, is the book. I'm going to share my screen here. Those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. 1 second here. All right. So you guys should see my screen here. All right. This book here we highly recommend this book. All right. So as you guys start your trading career. All right. Hey, Amy, welcome, Amy. All right. Collis, hey, Collis, welcome. As you guys start off your career in trading, all right. This book right here is perhaps the most, I believe, one of the most important books. There are many books out there, but when we do our one-on-one coaching with traders, traders really like this book, and they really capture the concepts of this book. So, Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. All right. So, like I said, we give this book to our traders, but you can get it online, Amazon. All right. Also on YouTube, right? You can go to YouTube, type in Trading in the Zone, and there's a free audio book. All right. There's a free audio book on Trading in the Zone. Perhaps one of the best books as far as your mindset, right? Mindset and understanding how trading works. So master the market with confidence, discipline, and a winning attitude. All right. We have a few traders here. Collis, you went through this book, right? Trading in the Zone. I think Collis.
Yes, I did.
Gerald, Collis, Gerald, and Corey. Can you guys give a little bit of feedback, what your thoughts are on Trading in the Zone to the new traders that are here this evening?
And not only is it a good book, David, it's also an easy, not I wouldn't say easy book to follow, but it flows very well. And it's actually not even a book that you'll want to read once. You kind of want to pick it up multiple times. It's just that good of a read. But not to mention the concepts that he is going over in this book about the mindset, what you have to be a successful trader. It is unlike anything we've ever heard of in life because it completely goes against what we would normally think about how to develop a system. So this book is actually a really good read. You can get through it really fairly quickly, and you want to do it again because it's just that it's a good flow.
Yeah, very good. Thanks, Gerald. Carlos, you wanted to say something?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and agree with Gerald. I did think it was a really good book. It didn't have a whole lot to do with trading in and of itself, but more so about the way you think and how you think and what you think about trading, particularly if you're brand new to trading like I was. It really kind of gets your mind out of trading and what trading is, and like even money that you either make or can lose when you're trading. And it really kind of gets into getting you to understand the way you think and why you think the way you do. Because trading you can make money, but it's just so much more than that. And I've learned that a lot from David as he tries to keep me in check. So I definitely agree with Gerald on that.
Very good. Thanks, Carlos. And how about you, Corey? You want to have anything to add?
With what Gerald said, I couldn't have said it better myself, but just as me personally, the biggest takeaway from the book would be that overall, it's basically saying, yeah, you're going to have some bad days on the market. And what this book does, as far as a mindset, is it prepares you for that. It prepares you, it gives you all the essential tools that you need in order to dust yourself off and get back in the market, to continue trading, taking the good with the bad, but at the same time, preparing for the best outcome. It's the basic toolbox that with everything you need in order to, be mentally prepared for the market.
Very good. Wow. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. If you guys notice, and Carl, I know you didn't have any experience trading, all right? Oh, not a lot. Same with Gerald, same with Corey. So guys, this book right here, all right, and you hear them talk about this book, right, with a lot of confidence, right? So not only are they talking about the book with a lot of confidence, they're actually trading with a lot of confidence because of the principles in this book. Okay, as new traders, this is not an easy task. All right, this is not an easy task. It's especially when we are trading, right? We are trading our money, our capital. So there's a lot of emotions, right? So getting into trading initially, it's good to know what to expect. All right, to know what to expect. So this book here, Trading in the Zone, kind of prepares you, right? Prepares you, like Carly says, for the losses, for the wins, right? And just the whole game, right, of trading. And it is a game. All right. So take a picture of this, all right? Trading in the Zone. Like I said, when our traders do the one-on-one coaching, we give it free to our traders. It's that important. All right. Free audio book. That audio book, all right, as Gerald said, is something you want to read over and over and over, but you can also listen to it. All right. All right. You can listen to it on YouTube. It's free over and over. So if you're serious about trading, you guys are here, right? You could have taken this time this evening, and you could have done a number of things, but you guys are here. So I assume that you're serious about trading, all right? And you want to get into this business of trading. It is a business, all right? So we do take it seriously. All right, so this is like your I would say your blueprint. Right, guys? Would you say this is like a blueprint, College, Gerald, right? Your blueprint.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Blueprint. And what's cool about this, you guys will out of this book, you'll understand how professional traders think. All right. I think that's perhaps the best takeaway, right? Is that you understand how professional traders think. Trading in the zone, when you think about it, let's talk about this. I want to do something a bit differently this evening. All right. When we talk about trading in the zone, and we have a class tomorrow, trading in the zone, trading systems and trend following. Anyone out there, what do you guys think this means? Trading in the zone. Trading in the zone. Master the market with confidence, discipline, and a winning attitude. Trading in the zone. What do you guys think that means? Anyone? Trading in the zone. What does that mean?
Trading where the action is, or at the meat of the trade.
Okay, so where the action is, okay. All right, action is, okay. Meat of the trade, okay, meat of the trade, okay. All right, anyone else?
I'm just following in the flow of trading, like really present.
Very good, Amy. Yeah, the flow, right? Being in the flow of the market, the rhythm of the market. All right. Anyone else? Very good. Anyone else?
Trading with the proper mindset, because once you get in that zone, it's sort of like that whole zone that we talk about when athletes get in that scoring zone and they can't miss and there's a way. Once we get there and you find yourself in that zone, that's where you want to be. And as a trend follower, we're all trend followers on this call. As a trend follower, we have to be in that proper zone mentally, in the right zone as far as what side of the trade you're on. And you just have to get there. And this book really lays it out really well.
Very good. So, yeah, the flow of the market, right? The flow of the market, right? Amy mentioned that. Gerald, sport, right? You mentioned the sport. So what's a sport, guys, that athletes can get in the zone? We're like, okay, wow, that individual is in the zone.
Instantly in like the basketball, like any basketball levels of basketball. Once you're like in a certain zone, a certain a rhythm, it's almost like you can't do anything but be successful. And that's what I believe that trading in that zone really does for you.
Yeah. So let's talk about this, because as traders, we don't controlling your emotions. Very good, very good. Controlling emotions. Okay. So as new traders, right? As new traders coming in, if you guys, I'm gonna give you guys some tools, right? I'm gonna give you guys some tools. Don't worry about that, right? You'll get some really good tools this evening. But what I want you guys to really think about and really start as new traders, if you can get this early, right? You'll have your trading will be fun. It'll be a much better process. Okay. So Gerald mentioned that a sport, right? An athlete. All right. For me, it's basketball, right? I'm a bit older, right? I'm a bit older. I'm not. I don't like the young players right now, but Michael Jordan, that's my player. I played basketball and growing up, it was Dr. J and then Jordan. And the one thing about Jordan is that he was able to get in the zone almost instantly whenever he wanted to. All right. So, and the thing about Jordan, and there are other great players out there, all right, is that he was able to turn it on just like that, right? Just like that. I think that's what made him really, really great. All right. And whether you guys play sports, that doesn't matter, right? We can all appreciate the zone. All right. So let's talk about this. If he's in the zone or any other sports, hockey, Wayne Gretzky, anything, right? If that player is in the zone, right? And let's take basketball, right? What advantage does that player have? And you don't have to play sports, but we've all seen sports, right? The Olympics and everything, right? If that player is in the zone, all right, how does that affect the game?
Well, they probably feel very relentless, like relentless. Nothing can stop them, because no matter how the flow, the ebbs and flows of the game, you feel like you can't be stopped. And they're going to be good and they're going to be bad, but you just feel like you're in a certain position in this arena that you can't be stopped. So
that you can be stopped. Yeah, very
good.
Yeah, you can be stopped. And in basketball, we call it the basket, right? The goal seems really, really big, right? So when you're not in the zone, right? When you're not in the zone, it's really difficult, right? So you're missing shots that you should make, right? And it's a mindset thing, right? It's all in here. right? But boy, when you're in the zone, right? You're in the zone, it doesn't matter, right? What you put up, it's going in. All right. Now you will miss shots, right? But you'll also make shots that you wouldn't ordinarily make. All right. So I want you guys as new traders coming in this business, right? I want you guys to really, really, really dig deep into your own zone. Trading is very personal. All right. So we can take someone, guys, we can take someone without a lot of experience. All right. Teach them this mindset stuff right here, trading in the zone, right? And they'll have a lot more success than someone, right, who doesn't have this mindset. How they've got all the tools, all the skills, all the monitors in the world, right? Big screens and all of this charting and everything. And guess what? Right? The individual, the trader with this, with the mindset, with this, knowing these principles here will do much better. All right. So this is about 90% of your work. All right. 90% of your work will come through here. All right. 90% of your work will come through here. All right. The goal is when we do our one-on-one coaching, right? When we bring in new traders, most of our traders have never traded before. All right. Let me repeat, most of our traders that come through us have never traded before. And the goal is within a few weeks, within a month, we want you guys trading like a professional trader. Not that you're going to make tons of money, right? But the way you think, right? The way you execute your trades, right? Your entries, your exits, right? Your whole, the way you control your emotions through the trade, right, is going to be like a professional trader. That process alone puts you in the zone. Let me repeat. That process alone, all right, having a process, right, where you're trading like a professional will automatically put you in the zone. Can you guys tell me, as a professional trader, all right, and that professional trader doesn't mean we've been trading for years and years and years and years, right? We want to get those habits, get those skill sets, get that mindset of a professional trader, and we can do that relatively quickly, right? So what are some of the things you guys think when it comes to trading? What are some of the things you guys think a professional trader does? That's different. Now, that's different, all right? That's different from everyone else, all right? There are some things that a professional trader does, all right? That's different from everyone else. And that's why they're a professional trader, right? They do things differently, all right? They think of it differently, right? They approach it differently. What are some of the things you guys think as a professional trader? If you were going to be a professional trader, what are some things that you guys might do?
They understand all the fundamentals like RSI and moving averages and.
Okay, so the fundamentals, so the tools, right? The tools of the trade, right? So the technical analysis, all of that, right? Very good, Amy. Very good. What else?
You got to be able to follow. You got to be able to follow your system that you have set before you place a trade, because in the middle of a trade, things are gonna go in the direction that they're gonna go into. So if you follow the system that you develop before you place any single one trade, you can be successful. Even if the trade goes against you, you still can be a successful trader if you can follow your own systems that you have set up before you even place one single trade.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Very good, Gerald. All right, so let's talk about that. So it's your system, right? It's your system. It's not someone else's system. And when I say a system or process, okay. Why does it have to be your system?
Well,
Because-
number one is your capital.
It's your capital, right? But what else?
Because it works for you, and you've tested it enough to where you know that, that's executing that system is what gets you in your zone, because what works for you is not going to work for everybody.
Very, very good. So it's your system. And what does that give you? So guys, just look at it like this, right? Trading is very personal. It's very unique to everyone. All right. Now we have there are many tools out there, right? So Amy, stochastics, RSI, all of that, right? We can take all of those tools out there, right? And I have traders, we have very successful traders, and they'll take what we have and they'll mix it up. Right. When we do tech support, we do support, we log into our traders systems, and they're all different charts. And so, and they've kind of blend everything. So what they're doing is they're making it their own. They might take a piece over here, piece over there, and they're making it their own. It has to be your own. All right. It has to be your own. It does take some work, right? So it's not a canned, it's not a one size fit all, right? They get bits and pieces so that we make it our own. The reason we need to make it our own is that now we've got confidence in what we have. Okay, so now it's our system. Okay, it's our system. It's your system. All right. Now it can't be a flawed system. Okay, it can't be a flawed system. And what do I mean by that? It can't be a flawed system.
I mean, it has to make sense. It has to be realistic. It has to be something that you can achieve.
Okay.
Like if you have a process that says I cannot and I will not place a trade of more than 1% or 2% of my capital, then that's something you have to follow. It's easy to deviate, but you have to follow your own processes, your own system.
Okay. All right. Hey, Deborah, welcome. What else? What else? When we talk about a system, and we'll get into the system, right? So there are tools, right? We need tools. We know we have to create a system. When it comes to trading, all right, how do we know if we've got a really good system? Everyone might have a bit of a different system, okay? But as a professional trader, right? As a professional trader, that's where we want to be, right? We might not have the capital as a professional trader, right? It takes a lot of capital, right? But we can trade like a professional trader, even with the small amount of capital. What's the one thing, guys? There is one thing that professional traders do that's very, very different from everyone else. And those of you who have gone through trading in the zone, right? You should know this, right?
Have a short memory.
David, when you say than everyone else, do you mean just within trading or outside of trading, or just kind of globally?
Well, there are two types, right? When we look at trading, they're professional traders, all right? Not based on capital, all right? They think a certain way, right? They trade a certain way. Their mindset is almost the same, right? They execute the trades almost the same. And then there is everyone else, right? And then there's everyone else that are just in the market for God knows what. They're just in, they're just buying here, selling here. They're just you know, there's not a system, there's not a process, there is no mindset in place. Okay, so they're just doing their own thing, which is that's not what we want to do. So as professional traders, right, there's systematic things that we do, right, with almost zero emotion. I said almost, right? It can't be totally, you know, gone, but there is some emotion, but we want to minimize the emotions and we want to be systematic as possible. What is the one thing? There is one thing that professional traders do, right? That in order to get their mindset and trade the way they trade, we have to do that also. What's the one thing? What's the one rule you guys think that they must have?
Exercise patience.
Patience, okay, that's good. All right, exercise patience.
Don't fall in love with any one stock.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I said, don't fall in love with any one stock or any one trade.
Yeah, don't fall in with don't fall in love, right, with any particular stock. Or we see that a lot with cryptos, right? We've seen that with Bitcoin and, you know, and the equity markets, right? So we don't want to, yeah, it's all a number, right? We don't, it's all a symbol. We don't care. They're all symbols to us, right? So no attachment. All right, so that's good. No attachment. What else? How do we win at trading?
Have a plan.
I have a plan. Okay, have a plan. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. But how do we win? How do we win at trading? How does a professional trader survive, right? Day in, day out, month in, month out, year in, year out. How do they survive in a brutal market? You guys know, if you've traded at all, or if you've seen people trade, if you've heard of stories, you know, the market doesn't care, right? Doesn't care about us, right? It doesn't care. It will take our money, our hard-earned money, very, very quickly. So how does a professional trader last and stay in this business?
Control their risk.
Control their risk. Very good. And how do they control their risk? By doing what?
Position sizing.
Stop orders.
Stop
on the right
orders.
side of the trade.
Being on the right side of the trade. Very good. You guys are thinking, but there's one thing. There is one thing. And when I figured that out over 25 years ago, it changed my life. There is one thing that professional traders do, and they do it really, really well.
Follow the trend.
Mm-hmm. What else? All right. I'm gonna give you the answer. Make sure you guys write this down. All right. Make sure you write this down. Don't forget it. All right. Professional traders do one thing. And everything you guys mentioned, they've got their plan, they're patient, right? They control their emotions and all of that, right? The one thing that they do consistently that we don't do, all right, as average traders, is that they're able to cut their losses quickly. All right, so write that down. They're able to cut their losses quickly and stay in their winning trades. So they're gonna get out of their losing trades quickly, and then they're gonna stay in their winning trades. You guys got that? The one thing that they do, the one rule that they never break, is that when the trade goes against them, all right, they're going to get out quickly. They're going to cut their losses quickly, and then they're going to stay in their winning trade, stay in that trend as long as possible. Why do you guys think that's important to a professional trader? Why is that the one rule? Every other rule they can break, right? Every other rule they might break. This is the one rule that they do not break. Why is that?
That's how you
I would say
protect the
because-
capital.
Go ahead, Gerald. Go ahead, Gerald. Then Collis.
I was going to say that's how you can protect your capital is knowing that concept.
Okay, so protect your capital. Okay, capital. It goes deeper than that. Okay, Collis, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because trading is not personal. So it's
Okay.
not about your emotions.
Okay,
It's about what you see, the facts.
okay. That sounds good. What else? Anyone else?
David, can you hear me?
Yes, Deborah. Go ahead, Deborah.
So when you say get out of the trade, do you mean, like most of us say, if you're, I like to trade the Swiss franc and the Danish, I think it is. So say I'm trying to short it, right?
Mhm,
But
yes.
again, and now it's going sky high.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying a professional trader would know when to cut losses, stop the trade, get out,
Yes.
probably go long. Now me, I would sit in there and wait until it went back in my direction.
Yes. Yes. So they would absolutely get out of the trade. So, but yeah, very good, Deborah. And we'll take a look at, we'll go through some charts, right? Okay. I want you guys to think about this. You guys are fortunate that you're new to trading, right? We want to get this early, right? Early in the process. All right. So why does a professional trader, I want you guys to think of this, right? Why do they cut their losing trades quickly and stay in their winning trades? And this is why. This is why. And I want you guys to think like a professional trader, right? We have to do that. Otherwise, it's not going to work. There is no other way to do it than this way. All right. There's no other way. This is the way to do it. All right. And this is the way to think about it. And that's why trading in the zone is critical. All right. Get that book, listen to the audio book on YouTube. It's free. All right. So professional traders understand that this is a game of math and it's a game of probability. Okay, so it's a game of math, it's a game of probability, it's not personal. All right, and they understand that they're constantly testing the market, right? They don't know. All right, they have no control, zero control, right? In every aspect of our life, you know, guys, we have somewhat of a control, right? We can control things to an extent, right? In trading, we have absolute no control. All right. We have absolutely, understand, in trading, we have absolutely no control. The market's gonna do what it's gonna do, right? So, right, Deborah, if it's going short and then it reverse, guess what? We have no control of that. Hey, Taj, welcome. The only control we have is to cut our losses quickly and stay in our winning trades. That's the only control that we have. All right. And the reason we need to get out quickly, okay, get out quickly and stay in our winning trades is because it's a game of probability. If we stay in our losing trades, right? And let's say, for instance, think of it like this. All right. So professional traders get out quickly when the trade is going against them, take their loss, and they're going to stay in their winning trades. Most of us do the opposite. So we will stay in our losing trades, right, for a long time, and we'll get out of our winning trades quickly. So I'm going to ask you guys, right? Why do we, as regular traders, not professional traders, why do we stay in our losing trades All right, so Deborah, why do we stay in our losing trades for an extended period of time? But guess what? When we get a winning trade, we get out quickly. Why do we do that? And is that a winning formula?
Well, if I can jump back in quickly, I'm laughing. No, it's not a winning formula. So right now, I'm in that situation where I have shorted the franc.
Uh-huh.
And no, I'm sorry, I'm long the franc and it's nosedive.
Mm-hmm.
So your question is what? Why? Just restate it again, because I had an answer for you out of my mind.
Okay, so the one thing that professional traders do is this. This is what makes them a professional trader. All right, everything is great. They have the patience, they have a plan, and they have the mindset. But the one thing is that they're able to get out of their trade, cut their losses quickly, and stay in their winning trades as long as possible. Right? We do the opposite, and you're going to be fighting against this. It's not natural. Trading is not natural. It's not. It's perhaps the one of the toughest things you'll ever do. Right? It's not natural to put our capital out there. Right? So traders think differently. All right, they understand, guys, that I want to go to the charts. I want to go to the charts here. I want to go to the charts. They never trade without a stop loss. All right, let's go to the charts here. I want to do things. I want to do things a bit differently this evening here. So Deborah, were you trading the Swiss? You said the Swiss. What was it? Is this futures or forex?
Forex. So it's CHF
Forex.
and NOF. I think it's NOK.
Okay, CHF NOK.
Yeah, I think you trade the Swiss franc as well. I think you gave that as an example last week.
Yeah, let's see here. All right, so you guys should see my screen. I don't know if we have. Do we have CHF, NOK? If not,
we don't have. We don't.
I
have
don't
that.
think we have. I don't think we have that one. All right. We'll find it. I'll find anyone here. Let's take a look here. All right. I want to find a really good one. You know what I'll do? Let's do this. Bitcoin is popular, so we'll use Bitcoin. All right, and we'll do a weekly time frame. I just want you guys to understand what professional traders do. Okay, here is Bitcoin right here. Okay, all right. Professional traders understand, guys, that there's no attachment to the trade. So this symbol here is the same as this symbol, 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 this one, this one, this one. No attachment. All right, no attachment at all. They don't care. All right, is the same as, let's see here. Oh, okay. All right. All right, so there's no attachment. What we do as traders, so we can get everything right with our entry, right? We can get everything right. And I don't want to get into the markup phase, markdown phase, and all of that, right? If we can know everything about the markup phase, everything about support and resistance, all right, everything, we can bring in every single indicator, right? So we can go in here, we can bring in every single indicator, MACD, right? RSI, stochastics, right? Moving at everything, right? If we don't understand the psychology here, right, which is what's working against us, right, it's going to be very, very difficult. What professional traders do is this here. This is what they do. They get out here. This is what they do. They get out here. This is what they do. Follow me, follow me. They get out here. They get out here. They get out here. Here. When they have to get out, they get out. Now, why are they very strict about their exit? Why are they very strict about their exit? Now, they might be a bit flexible, right? They might be a bit flexible, all right, with their entries. Why are they not flexible with their exits? And I'm going to ask you guys this, right? So let's go back to sports. I love trading in sports. It's you know, I love sports, but trading is like a sport, right? And you know, our young traders, we have a few young traders, right? They do really well. They do really well. Some of you guys know about Ricky. Ricky was about 20, 23, 24 when he came to us, right? You guys know his story, made $150,000 in one day trading. All right. Young people have no fear. Right. And they treat this as a game. For them, it's a game. So those of us that are a bit older, you know, we try to take this stuff seriously, right? And it's not that serious, right? We want to treat it as a game. And when we treat it as a game, right, we get to see the whole flow, right? We get to be in the zone, right? The basket becomes really, really big, right? And then everything goes in. Professional traders do this really, really well. And this is what you guys, excuse me, have to get quickly, all right, quickly. That they know how to get out of the trade. All right, they know how to get out of the trade, and they know how to get out and when to get out. All right, and they know they have a real respect for trading. All right, a real fear of sellers coming in. So when the sellers come in, right, these are buyers, right? These are buyers, these are sellers here. When sellers come in, they get out first and they think later. Let me repeat. When they identify that the sellers are coming in, all right, there's no guarantee that the sellers will push the price a lot lower. Their concern is this: are sellers coming into my trade? Once they identify that sellers are coming into their trade, they get out. That's what makes professional traders different. We, right, we think that, hey, it will come back, right? So when sellers come into our trade, we think we know better. We think that someone mentioned it, right? We fall in love, right? We marry our trades, right? And we think, hey, it's got great fundamentals, right? Great earnings. All right. We've put in so much work, right? We've put in so much time, so much work, so much effort, right? That it must go higher. So it continues to go lower and lower and lower and lower, and we continue to hold the trade as it goes lower, hoping that it goes higher. Professional traders don't do that. That's the difference. So our goal is to do what they do. So when the sellers come in, so forget about protecting our capital and all of this stuff. Sounds great, having a plan and all of that, right? That sounds great. We can do all those things. If we cannot exit the trade, get out of the trade, right? When we identify that sellers are now in, right? They're coming in. Doesn't matter how long they come in and stay in. The fact that when they come in, we've got to get out. So as a professional trader, their defense, they understand that defense wins games, not offense. Not offense, defense. So they're constantly playing defense because they have a healthy respect, right, for the sellers. And this is what they do really, 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 really well. And they understand that if they let their losses get out of hand, get out of control, guess what? They've got to make that up. And it's a lot harder to make that up, right? If their losses goes out of control. So what they do is this. And as new traders, if you guys get this, right, trading will be a lot more fun. Carlos, you're on here. Carlos, you've been trading, what, a few months with us now, right? You were greener than green. Carlos, I like to tease Carlos. She said she was greener than green, right? Brand new, never traded before, right? And trading decent, right? Right, Carlos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Trading, she's trading like a professional trader. She is getting in when she's supposed to, getting out when she is supposed to. Right? Gerald, the same way. Corey, you're starting to pick things up. Taj, you've been out with us for years, right? And you know this. So those of you who are here, right, and you guys, you're looking to get into trading, as a new trader, your job, everything else you guys are going to find is there tons of information out there, lots of information out there, too much information. As a trader, the one thing that we have to do consistently every single time is cut our losses, get out quickly. When the sellers come in, we've got to get out. No emotions. We cut, we run, we're done. All right? So we're going to get out quickly and we're going to stay in our winning trades. And I want to show you guys a few examples and then we'll be done. All right? We'll be done. All right. We're almost done. Just stay with me for a minute. All right, we're almost done. I want to find All right. All right. I want you guys to see this here. Okay, look at this. This is an example of cutting our losses quickly. All right. All right. And I want you guys to think about, as I do this, think about you guys being in this trade here. All right. Think about you guys being in this trade. All right. So you guys know we buy on a break of resistance. We sell on a break of support. All right. We buy on a break of resistance. Write this down. When we trade, we're always going to buy on a break of resistance. We buy on the break of resistance because the buyers are in control. We sell on the break of support because the sellers are now in control. All right. So write that down. We're always going to buy. So our entry, buy on a break of resistance, sell on a break of support. All right. So here, this is our buy signal here. The price broke resistance. We bought here. Sellers came in, price broke support. We got out here. So we took a loss here. Price came back up, broke resistance again here. We got a buy signal. We entered. Okay. Price went up. Sellers came back in. All right, sellers came in. These red candles here are sellers. We bought here, we sold here. Took a little profit here. Here we took a loss. Look what happened after we got out. Now we bought here. We got out here. So a buy signal here, or a sell signal here. What happened after we got out here? Anyone?
Sellers came in and pushed the price all the way down.
All the way down. What would have happened had we not gotten out here when the sellers came in?
We got out at a loss.
Would have gotten out at a big loss.
Yeah.
All right. This is what professional traders do. No emotions, right? They understand that defense, whenever the sellers come in, these red candles, they have to react, right? And we have to get out. It doesn't matter what happens after. We're constantly testing, right? So here again, sellers came in, this big red candle, boom, we get out. So we took a loss here, had a little gain here, all right? But guess what? We didn't suffer this massive loss here. All right, let's move on. Follow me. Now, guess what? Buyers came back in right here. All right, buyers came back in, look here. All right, these are sellers, so we were out. While most traders are holding, that the professional trader was out here. Forget about shorting. We're not going to talk about shorting, right? Right? So professional trader was out waiting, right? Waiting for the buyers to come back in. Here is where they came back in, okay? On the break of this resistance. And then here is where they got out right here when the sellers came in on a break of support. This is how we trade. We play defense. Whenever the sellers come in, we have to get out, right? Obviously, we know, okay, buyers are buying, we want to buy. But this is what professional traders do really, really, really well. They get out when the sellers come in. All right? All right, you guys see that? You guys see that? Yes or no?
I do. I just sometimes get confused on understanding what is the resistance line and what is the support line.
Okay.
You know, because you have like a whole bunch of horizontal lines on there, and it's like, which one is the one?
Okay, so we'll go another 5 more minutes. Okay, 5 more minutes, and then we'll be done. Okay, 5 more minutes. All right, so Amy, all right. I want you guys to take a picture of this here. Let me share it. Okay. So here is a chart here, support and resistance. Okay. The way we identify support and resistance on our charts with our systems, we plot our support and resistance lines automatically. All right. You guys will have to do it, just drawing your lines manually, but we need to do that. We have to do drawing our support and resistance lines. Okay, that's where we identify buyers and sellers. Okay, we need 2 points, minimum of 2 points to create resistance. So just think of resistance as a high. Okay, and prices getting to that same price point. Okay, that same price point. 1 second here. Okay, so price is getting to that same area. So right here, one time, if it gets that, makes that high, that's not resistance. We need another touch, and the price needs to get to that same area. All right, a second time. Now we've got resistance. Okay, the more time, right, it touches that area, the stronger the resistance. It does weaken after a while, okay? But just know that, Amy. So it has to touch, it has to get to that price point a minimum of twice, okay? The more touches, the more resistance you have. Same here for support, okay? So let's say this is $100 here, $100 resistance, and then $50 support right here, all right? And then understand that there's a battle between buyers and sellers. So their buyers are here that are looking to push the price higher. Sellers are here, they're looking to push the price lower. Same here, right? Buyers are here looking to push the price higher. Sellers are here looking to push the price lower. We enter the trade, we buy, like the signals I showed you guys, we buy when the price breaks resistance. Okay, that's when buyers are in control. We absolutely have to sell, close the trade when sellers are in control. We'll know that sellers are in control when the price breaks support. Okay, but we need this. We need support and resistance on our chart. We need to know when the buyers are coming in, okay, when the sellers are coming in, so that we know when to buy and then when to sell. Okay, so I don't want to get a lot into it this evening, but support and resistance, that's very, very critical. Okay, but just understand what I wanted to get across this evening. Understand how professional traders trade. Defense for them is first. So if they know and they can get out consistently when the sellers come in, when the price breaks support, right? They'll protect their capital and they're able to leave trade for another day, right? If we don't get out when the sellers come in, right? When the shorts come in, and they could come in pretty heavy, right? Then guess what? We lose our capital, right? And then we don't have enough capital to trade, all right? So just know that, right? Buyers, we still want to get our buy signals accurate. We want to know when to buy, but defense is perhaps the most critical thing. So let's say I've seen traders, you know, I traded for a day trading firm where one of the top traders there closed their trade, 70 grand, done. No emotion, 70 grand, got out of the trade, right? Because sellers came in, all right? We have traders here. You guys don't like it. Collis and Gerald and Corey, Taj, you guys don't like it when sellers come in, right? And you're in a negative, right? Whether it's $40, $100, $200, $400. Sellers come in and we have to get out. As new traders understand, right? It's not, everything is working against you to close that trade with a loss. How Gerald, Collis, Taj, Corey, is it easy to close a trade with a loss?
I would say it's easy. It's not easy to close a losing trade. It's one of those things that you have to do it. It's I don't know how to explain it, but it's like you have to do it, and you have to set yourself up to make that next trade. But I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's one of those. It's just part of it. It's part of trading. It's just part of the game. It's like you got to close it, or else it can run away from you big time.
I would say easy doesn't even begin to matter if it's something that is necessary. I'm not even thinking about, it's so hard. No, I'm thinking, well, on to the next trade.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
Yeah,
And-
ditto.
Yeah, and guys, if you hear, those of you that are new here, understand what they're saying. They didn't think like that before, right? They didn't think like that before. So now there's no attachment, no emotion, right? So this book right here, this is what helped them. They understand, guess what? When we take a loss, when we get out of that trade, it's not because of anything that we've done wrong. We didn't do anything wrong. Sellers just came in and we've got to get out. So no emotions, right? No big deal. We closed the trade. All right. And we cut our losses. We cut our losses and then we wait for the next trade. And hopefully that trade will pay for our losses. All right. We cut our losses, have big wins, and we need those big wins to pay for our small losses because we understand it's part of the game. All right. Thanks, guys. Hope this was helpful. All right. We'll have another class tomorrow. All right. Tomorrow and also Thursday. Okay. Thursday should be good. We're doing equities. We're starting to see some movement in equities, in stocks. So that should be a really good class. Those of you that are in forex, trading forex, hold your positions. Okay. Hold your positions. Okay. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a great evening. Take care. Bye-bye. Hope this helped. Bye-bye.